The Legacy Sports Network presents Greater Houston Area High School Baseball. Today's game is brought to you by Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram GMC Buick. We hear you. Also brought to you by Brant and Jen Stogner, attorney-at-law. Top Dog Fireworks. Say it with a boom. Hotze Health and Wellness Center. Transforming lives naturally. DeRoche Partners. We create partnerships of trust from which everyone prospers. Challenge Office Products, answering your call for dependable service since 1988. And by Mr. Electric. We've got the power to make things better. Now it's time to go to the ballpark.
Welcome in, everybody. Father Wilson Field here in beautiful Houston, Texas. St. Thomas Eagles baseball here on the Legacy Sports Network. Andrew Carter here with you. Glad you could be here with us for the first game, kicking off the Father Wilson tournament here for the Eagles. Pleasure to have you all with me for what's sure to be a thrilling tournament for the Eagles. All 4 home games for them against what's sure to be very stout opponents throughout the tournament. First of which coming up here against Northland Christian, their first opponent here. Second game here of the day here at Father Wilson Field, Woodlands Christian Academy and St. John's was the prior game going on. That one wrapped up a little later, so we have a bit of a later start time. Nevertheless, glad you could be here with us. Original first pitch was scheduled to be at around 4 p.m. Central. That'll probably be pushed back by a few minutes. Hear my man Diego on the PA. We're getting close, though, so don't go anywhere. First pitch, the only minutes away here on the Legacy Sports Network. Here for the St. Thomas Eagles, who come in 5-2, fresh off a win against the Clearbrook Wolverines on Monday. That was a 7-0 victory over the Wolverines. It had a bit of a lengthy time off period, about a week since their game prior against Bel Air. One against Clearbrook, and 2 days later they will play 4 games in 3 days, starting here against the Northland Christian team that they mercy ruled in the first game of the tournament last year, 9-0. Everybody got to go home a little early. We'll see if they can do so here again, fresh off a win. Getting close here to first pitch. Take a quick commercial break here on the Legacy Sports Network, and then we will come back with starting lineups, intros, and a little bit more time before first pitch here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause? As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life. The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit hotzehwc.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Welcome back here. Starting intros coming in for the St. Thomas Eagles. We'll get those lineups for you in a minute. Again, first game of the Father Wilson tournament. Glad you could be here with us. Northland Christian, the first opponents here for the Eagles. Bit of a different lineup here today, as is to be expected. Coach Adam Mazziotti likes to kind of play around with his lineups prior to district play. None of these opponents they'll be facing in the tournament are in district. They played around with them a bit in the Clear Brook game. So some guys you might not be used to seeing hitting in different spots, and of course a few new guys. You listened to our last broadcast, Coach Mazziotti spoke at length about the contributions he was getting from the new players on the team, especially the younger guys. Production all over the field in the lineup and in the pitching staff. Braxton Mandela, Dominic Pizzatola, Keegan Cardona, and many more coming in to help contribute to the cause here at Father Wilson Field. Wrapped up our lineups. We'll take one more commercial break and have an interview with Coach Mazziotti when we come back here on the Legacy Sports Network. Be back in a bit.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Welcome back, Legacy Sports Network. Andrew Carter here with the head coach of the St. Thomas Eagles, Coach Adam Mazziotti. Coach, how are we feeling today?
Feeling good. Ready to win a week.
Absolutely. First game of the Father Wilson tournament here today. First of 4 games in 3 days. How does the team get off to a hot start here today?
Well, first we just got to pound the strike zone, eliminate any free bases, and make all the freebie plays. Do that with a little timely hitting, and we should get ourselves started for the weekend.
Really good win for the guys Monday against Clear Brook. What were you most impressed with in that win against the Wolverines?
Probably Will Bryant. Really been waiting his time and developing himself and his physicality and working on his swing for the past couple of years. So to watch him have a game where he could put up 4 or 5 RBIs and hit a home run, hit the ball hard. Really excited to see him, and most proud of him. But really all the guys, good effort, held them to a shutout. So a lot of guys did their part.
A lot of contributions, pitching and batting. You mentioned Will Bryan. He hit that home run in the 6th spot. Is balance just a natural part of this roster?
Well, we always have depth. There's always options in this program. A lot of great players in the program. So we got 19 guys in on Monday, which is awesome whenever we can do it. And it kind of showed, we can play defense and keep playing or putting up runs whenever anybody's in there. And that's kind of our MO and what we tell each other. It doesn't matter who's in there. The expectation and the standard to play good baseball and win is still there.
4 home games here for the tournament. What's it mean to have the support of the home crowd and a familiar field throughout the tourney?
Well, it's always nice to be able to probably get some students to come out in these early games and this stuff. So really excited to see that. And, I think that's kind of the best part of being able to host this tournament is getting the crowd, the home field advantage as far as students that'll leave school or not leave school and stick around for one of these games.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck today.
Hey, thank you guys.
That was Coach Mazziotti. We'll be right back after a commercial break here on the Legacy Sports Network for the first game here in the Father Wilson tournament. Be right back.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Welcome in. First pitch imminent Starting for your St. Thomas Eagles will be Dom Pizzatola. First pitch he throws goes out of his glove, fielded by the second baseman, Rutsch, and he's able to make the throw over to Henry Beck for the out. Boys really snuck up. One pitch, one out to the leadoff man, Jordan Thomas. He's retired, and now the left fielder, Jackson Leard, will come up. Dom Pizzatola, first start of the season for the young man, the junior right-hander. Cuts a big figure up there. First pitch to the next batter goes foul. That game against, in that game against Clear Brook, plenty of pitchers used. The final tally was 5. When Houston, Ord, Daly, Sage, and then Braden Comstock finished it off. Pizzatola getting his first appearance on the mound here today. Second pitch spikes in front of the plate. 1-1 count even. Defense behind him goes like this. It'll be Will Bryant catching. Reed Houston, who started that game against Clear Brook, manning third base. Chris Fuentes at short. Travis Rutsch at second. Henry Beck at first. And the outfielders left to right will be Jackson Riles, Jay Marcantel, and Keegan Cardona. Another ball here. 2-1 the count now. Top of the first inning. Already one out. Jordan Thomas started the inning, grounded out on the first pitch you saw. Jackson Leard and Chris Castro will be the minimum faced here by Pizzatola. Sunny day here. Clouds in effect, a bit overcast, certainly a lot hotter than it was on Monday against Clear Brook. 2-2. He went, says the home plate umpire. Drop strike, throw down the first in time to Beck, and 2 away. First strikeout of the day here for Pizzatola. Wearing the number 44.
Number 11, C. Castro.
Chris Castro up now. Again, this was a team that St. Thomas mercy ruled in the first game of the Father Wilson tournament last year. Looking to get off to a similarly hot start. First pitch golfed into right, dropping quickly, and it got lost in the sun. Travis Rutsch couldn't find it. It dropped about 3 feet to his right. The sun really got him, and
Right fielder,
drop
number
for
14, C. Heron.
base hit. Going to pass Rutsch some glasses now. Sun peeking right now over the concourse. Shadows end right at about the pitcher's mound, so Rutsch well within the sun's range. So Chris Castro will reach. That'll bring up Lucas Herron, the right fielder, batting cleanup here for the Cougars. First pitch to him from Pizzatola is outside to the lefty, 1-0. 2 away here, runner on first. Second base has been Braxton Mandela's spot. Check over to first, back in time. Not a lot of errors on this St. Thomas team. They've been very good defensively to start the season. Pizzatola trying to get an efficient inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball. 1-1 count goes even. Eagles tallied 7 runs on 8 hits in that win against the Wolverines. Only 2 errors. They only left 5 on base, too. For 7 innings, they were really able to capitalize with runners in scoring position. 4 of those RBIs coming by way of Will Bryant, the catcher. Hit under the glove of the third baseman over there. That was Reed Houston, who wasn't able to field it cleanly, snuck right beneath him, and that's the second out here, or second hit rather, excuse me. Now runners on first and second here against Pizzatola. So that's 2 consecutive 2-out hits, not hit very hard. One drops on the infield and the other sneaks past the third base glove of Reed Houston. That'll bring up TJ Mays, the catcher. After 2 quick outs to start the inning. Runner in scoring position here against Pizzatola. Mays hits it foul the other way. Right-hand hitter. Not with the traditional catcher's build, a little shorter out there, but it's not going to matter if he can hit one into the outfield to drive in Castro at second. Corner infielders playing in about the middle part of the dirt. That breaking ball didn't break quite as much. TJ Mays didn't do much to get out the way, but it didn't clip him, so it'll be 1-1. No one covering second as Pizzatola looked to throw. He held onto it. Castro dove back anyway. Still 1-1, 2 away. The 1-1, fastball high, 2-1. Castro not really showing much of a sign to steal third. Not sure why you would with 2 out already. He's got a healthy lead over there, as does Lucas Herron over at first. Trying to manufacture some runs here potentially. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Fastball high again. Gets Mays to chase. Now 2 on, 2 out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, this is Pizzatola's first appearance on the mound of the season. Looking to make it a good one. The 2-2, hit high in the air, but not very deep. Drifting in to get it is Mark Quintel, and he makes the catch. So 2 2-out hits. None of them come around to score, however. The Eagles will come up to bat in a tie game, 0-0, heading to the bottom of the first when we return on the Legacy Sports Network.
You know, to mentor a child, you don't have to be the most talented person in the world. To prove that point, we're here with 3 real-life mentors who are going to sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Thanks, guys. That was awful. As you can see, you don't have to be perfect to mentor a child. You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good.
Excuse me, we don't think we nailed it that time. Can we try it again?
Not a chance. Do good. Mentor a child. Call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR. 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the first inning, Father Wilson Field. First game of the Father Wilson tournament, Eagles versus the Northland Christian Cougars. Your starting lineup here for the Eagles, it'll be Jay Marcantel, the center fielder, leading off. Chris Fuentes playing shortstop will hit second. Henry Beck at first base will be hitting third. Cleanup duties will fall to Jackson Riles, the left fielder. Reed Houston, the starter in the game against Clearbrook, will be hitting fifth. He is the third baseman. 4 RBI man, Will Bryant, the catcher, hitting sixth in the same spot. He hit that home run as well as a triple. Patrick Fowler, who came on in relief of Bryant later in that game, DHing, hitting seventh. Keegan Cardona, the right fielder, hitting eighth. And then rounding out the lineup, Travis Rutsch, the second baseman for the home 9 for the Eagles. They'll be going up against Mason Yan, the right-hander for the Cougars. He's batting sixth in the lineup for Northland Christian. No Braxton Mandela in the starting lineup here today for the Eagles. He went 1 for 4 leading off. It'll be the speedy Marcantel, who and make things happen with the wheels, and he's having a pretty good season up to this point, as are a lot of guys in this lineup. Marcantel, team high 583 batting average, on base percentage 625. That's 2 walks on the season. Only 1 stolen base, but that kind of belies how quick he is. Righty on righty to begin the bottom of the first inning. Jan steps out before throwing a pitch, resets. Marcantel takes a breather and then waggles the bat in the box. First pitch, a slow breaking ball, misses inside. St. Thomas got off to a quick start in that game against the Wolverines. They scored 1 run in the bottom of the first on Monday, and then another 4, Another slow pitch, low again, 2-0. So the Eagles are off to a 5-0 start. Or excuse me, I was right the first time. It was 3 runs, so they were off to a 4-0 start, and then they would score 3 more in the 5th. Pitch misses again, 3-0. Marcantel yet to swing, will absolutely take the walk if Jan gives it to him. That time a strike, 3-1 now. Jan's stuff, not going to overpower you, but a good bit of movement here to start. We'll see how long the Cougars give him on the mound. Good pitch on the outside corner. Count goes full, 3-2 to Marcantel. Chris Fuentes on deck. Again, Marcantel, Fuentes, and Beck will be the top third here for St. Thomas. Payoff pitch. That one golfed on the left side of the infield, picked up cleanly by the third baseman. Throw is high, sails over the head of the first baseman, and now Marcantel will scamper to second after the ball goes into the dugout. So that time able to force the issue with his speed. The throw by Joey Bayo, the third baseman, sailed over the head of Michael Conley, the first baseman. So now a leadoff double on an infield hit.
Number 3, Chris Fuentes.
Going to rule that an error, actually. A 2-base error. Now Chris Fuentes gets to bat with a runner in scoring position. That breaking ball high. 1-0. Ball wasn't hit particularly hard by Marcantel, but that time the throw just sailed on Bayo over at third. Big cut and a miss from Fuentes, way out in front of that pitch. 1-1. It's going to be what Peter Jan tries to hone in on, or Mason Jan is what he's going to try and focus in on throughout this game, is inducing soft contact and getting hitters out in front. Time called at the plate from Fuentes. Having one heck of a year as well. Tied for second on the team in OPS, 979. He's been hit by 5 pitches. Certainly helping to lead him to a team high 550 on base early in the season. He's got 4 RBIs as well. The 1-1. That time it does hit him, a slow breaking ball that chips the shoulder, ricochets off him. Fuentes is fine as he'll take his base, and the first 2 have reached here against Jan. So no hits for the Eagles, but they have runners on first and second, as the Cougars did Back in the top of the first. Difference is Eagles have nobody out here for Big Henry Beck. First pitch from Jan High, 1-0. Beck hit third in the game against Clear Brook. Drew a walk, had a sacrifice, and then was pinch hit for in the fifth. In favor of Kevin Kirk. Now a meeting at the mound here between Jan and TJ Mays, his catcher. You heard in the interview before the game from Coach Mazziotti that he loves being able to get guys into the game when he can, and he was really able to do that. Everybody in the starting lineup was pitch hit for or otherwise substituted except for Braxton Mandela and Chris Fuentes. Out in front of that pitch was Beck, 1-1. Jan really trying to work east to west against these hitters so far. The only times he's really gone high is when he's missed high. Marcantel at second on a two-bag error. Fuentes at first after the hit by pitch. Ball hit sharply, double play ball, and it goes under the glove of the second baseman, Castro. One run will come in as the ball trickles out into the outfield. That's brutal. 1-0 Eagles on the error, the second of the inning against the Cougars. Boy, that was a tailor-made ground ball double play that just booted under and then over the top of the shortstop, Chris Castro. Jay Marcantel able to score. Chris Fuentes gets to third, so now runners at the corners still with nobody out and still not a hit to the Eagles' name. Time called from Jan. Again, that's the game for Mason Jan. He wants to try and do soft contact, and he got exactly what he wanted there. Would have had 2 outs with a runner on third. Instead, 1 run comes across, nobody out, and runners on first and third. Going gives the runner from first back, and he'll get in there easily. Throw not nearly strong enough from Mays, and now 2 runners in scoring position. The speed really starting to become a problem here for the Northland Christian Cougars. Pitch. That time clips the top of the zone. First time that Jan's been able to land that pitch there for a strike, 1-1. Henry Beck on second, Chris Fuentes on first. Already 1-0 Eagles, bottom of the first inning. Another slow pitch, that time middle bottom of the zone, 1-2. First hitter that Jan has been ahead of. Jackson Riles, fourth batter of the inning. Reed Houston, the third baseman, waiting on deck. Pitch inside, almost clipped Riles. He was able to get out of the way. 2-2, count goes even. Seeing a lot of patience from the Eagles in the start of this season. They've been willing to take their walks. A few have certainly ambushed, especially in that game against Clear Brook, but these Eagles are willing to wait out these pitchers to get the pitch they want. 2-2. That ball hit into left field, and that'll drop for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Jackson Riles, a 2 RBI base hit. He'll get to second, and he's thinking about third. He's on his way, and he will get there as he's held up at third. A 2 RBI triple to make it 3-0 Eagles here in the bottom of the first. About as perfect of a start as the Eagles could have hoped for here. Only their first hit of the game, but it's already 3-0. Chris Fuentes and Henry Beck come around to score. And that makes all three of the first three batters to begin the game for St. Thomas able to score. And now Reed Houston will come up to bat still with nobody out. And Riles awaiting him at third base. Again, this game last year was mercy ruled 9-0. The pace we're going right now, we might be on track for a similar result. And Jan could very well have easily been out of this inning. 2 errors charged to his third baseman, Bayo, and another to his shortstop, Castro, on what would have been an easy ground ball double play. Instead, the Eagles looking to break this game open early. That ball hit sharply and dropped again, this time by the second baseman, Ussery. Unable to make the play. Another run comes in to score. Jackson Riles off on contact and scores. That'll be the third error of the game. We have had an E5, an E6, now an E4. Now 4-0. Peter Jan out there on the mound. His infielders converging with him. Pitching coach going out to talk to him. Again, still only 1 hit here for St. Thomas. They are making it happen on offense. St. Thomas had pretty similar success in the tournament last year. They went 3-1 in the Father Wilson tournament in 2025. Their one loss was to Lutheran South Academy, who they will be playing tomorrow. Game against Northland Christian today, Lutheran South tomorrow, and then they'll have 2 here at Father Wilson Field on Saturday. We'll have all those games for you here on the Legacy Sports Network. Hopefully all of them are as entertaining for the home Eagles as they are so far in this one. And now it's Will Bryant coming up to bat. He's had one heck of a start. You heard Coach Mazziotti talking about how good he's been. First pitch to Bryant. That one goes up the middle. This time fielded cleanly by the shortstop, Castro. Makes the throw over, and that's a double play on the first pitch that Bryant sees. So 2 outs there after the meeting on the mound. Bases are now empty. Here for Patrick Fowler, the DH.
Patrick Fowler.
Will Bryant, despite that double play, really having a season to remember so far, leading the team in OPS, 1,095. Has the only home run for the team. Fowler sends that one right back up the middle, a base hit on the first pitch he sees. That'll be the second hit of the inning. A lot of baseballs sent screaming through the infield, that time from Patrick Fowler, and that'll bring up Keegan Cardona, the 8th hitter of the inning, batting with 1 on and 2 out. Cardona, the lefty, against Jan, the righty. Pulls that one, that's fair, goes past the first base glove of Mike Conley. Scampering all the way to third will be Patrick Fowler, again ambushing the pitcher, Jan. 2 consecutive singles have runners at the corner.
Second baseman, number 7, Travis Rutch.
Travis Rutch, the number 9 hole hitter playing second base, now comes up with a chance to drive in a few more runs after the 3rd hit of the inning from Keegan Cardona. Ball he hit just out the reach of Conley and just inside the right foul line. Hits that one sharply into left field, and that's gonna be just foul. Rutch just a bit out in front of that one, pulled it to the left foul line, and it was only a foot or so foul. These Eagles have been all over these pitches from Jan. Would have certainly scored Fowler, perhaps Cardona. He had a pretty nice jump on it. Instead, Rutsch will reset down 0-1. 2 away, our score 4-0. Eagles on top, bottom of the first. Rutsch sends it into center field, dropping quickly, and that's going to be another base hit. Fowler comes around to score. Cardona's going to get to third, a third consecutive single, this time courtesy of Travis Rutsch, and it's now 5-0 here, Eagles.
Center fielder number 2, Jay Markentel.
Really great inning offensively for the Eagles, and now the lineup turns back over for Jay Markentel. Reached on an E5 to begin the game. 5-0 our score on 4 hits, 3 errors. Markentel hits it high in the air, easy pop, and caught over at third by Joey Bayo. But damage has been done here in the bottom of the first inning. Our score 5-0 as the St. Thomas Eagles take an early lead here against Northland Christian. Dom Pizzatola back out the pitch when we come back here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs and the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
DeRoche Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Welcome back here. Our score 5-0 after a huge offensive outburst from the Eagles in the bottom of the first inning. Has them up big, and now the pitcher, who was kind of plagued by equal parts errors and hits in that bottom of the first, Mason Jan, coming up to bat first for Northland Christian. First pitch to him from Pizzatola is a ball outside. Lengthy wait for Dom. See how he responds after waiting in the dugout. Swing and a miss from Jan above the zone. Good fastball that time from Pizzatola. Big-time righty. Is a junior on this squad for St. Thomas. Coach Mazziotti looking to try and find contributions in the pitching department from whoever he can outside. So far, Pizzatola really flexing the velocity. You can tell there's a tangible difference. Dropped ball. Count now 2-2 here against Jan. Pitch high. Full count now, 3-2 here from Pizzatola against Jan. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss on the outside part of the plate. Got Jan to chase. Second strikeout of the game here for Pizzatola, 1 away. I'll bring up Joey Bayo, the third baseman, who committed one of those errors in that bottom of the first inning.
Baseman, number 34, Jay Bayo.
Jan, Bayo, and Michael Conley, the three coming up to bat here for Northland Christian. 6, 7, 8. Landon Ussery, the 9-hole hitter, will be up if one of them manages to reach. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The count now here to Bio. Pizzatola, one of 2 Dominics on the team, him and Dominic Devia, who saw some action in that game against Clearbrook. Pitch inside, 2-1. Not the only 2 name mates. We have a Patrick Fowler and a Patrick Daly on this Eagles squad as well. Maybe not exactly alike, but a Braxton and a Braden as well. 2-2 the count now after that fastball missed outside from Pizzatola. Comstock, Riles, Marcantel, a few of the seniors on this team might be affectionately called Unk by the younger guys, and that ball misses. After the count was adjusted to 3-1, that'll be a walk issued.
First baseman, number 9, M. Conley.
First free base given out by Pizzatola. So now Michael Conley comes up to bat. And Pizzatola had runners on first and second with 2 outs. Went up against TJ Mays and was able to get him to fly out weakly to Marcantel in center. Check over at first. Back in time is Bio. Runner going. Bio is going to be tagged out. Great throw, strong throw that time from Will Bryant. Got there in plenty of time to get Bio, and that's the second out. The walk erased as Bio was thrown out stealing. So now Michael Conley batting with nobody on, 2 out. Pitch was called a ball, so it's 1-0. Swing and a miss from Conley. Pizzatola working all over the zone right now. That time got Conley to chase up. 1-1. That time the ball outside, 2-1. Another pitch high and outside, 3-1 the count now. Pizzatola at risk of giving out his second base on balls in the inning. Landon Ussery on deck, and then the lineup will turn over again for Jordan Thomas. Strike called high and up. Count full. 2 outs here. 5-0 our score. St. Thomas Eagles up over the Northland Christian Cougars. First game in the Father Wilson tournament for the Eagles. Payoff. Hit high in the air to left field. Back in time, though, is the left fielder Jackson Riles, and that'll end the inning. So 1 runner reaches is erased on a caught stealing. Good throw from the catcher Bryant. Still 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning here on the Legacy Sports Network.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. St. Thomas Eagles baseball here for you on the Legacy Sports Network. Andrew Carter here. Glad you could be here with us. It'll be Chris Fuentes, Henry Beck, and Jackson Riles. 2, 3, 4. 5-run outbursts in the bottom of the first inning. Mason Yan back out there once again. Got some of the soft contact he wanted in that bottom of the first inning. but untimely defensive errors help to extend that inning. Jan will see if he can't get a cleaner inning on the mound here. It's already 5-0 in favor of St. Thomas, with the heavy hitters coming up once again.
Off the bottom of the second inning, shortstop number 3, Chris Fuentes.
Fuentes reached on a hit by pitch. Breaking ball that glanced off his shoulder. And that time, Fuentes hit again. The second hit by pitch here against Chris Fuentes. And once again, he's given a free base. Came into this game leading the team by a pretty wide margin in hit by pitches, 5 already in only 7 games. He now has 7 on the year. And once again, Henry Beck will come up to bat with somebody on base for him. He reached on an error by the third baseman, Bayo. First pitch he sees, he hits it out to left, and that's going to drop for another base hit. Going for third is going to be Fuentes, and he's going to be in there, and now taking second is Beck. Center fielder Thomas tried to make the throw all the way to third instead of hitting the cutoff man, and that allowed Fuentes to get into third. Allowed Henry Beck to get into second.
Left fielder number 22, Jackson Riles.
Jackson Riles coming up to bat after he hit a 2 RBI triple in the first, with once again a chance to drive in 2 more. Already 5-0 our score. It's the 5th hit of the game already for the Eagles against Jan. First pitch low for a ball from Jan against Riles. Jan gives a cursory look back at second. Good pitch inside from Jan on the inside part of the plate. Our count now 1-1. Another attempt at a pitch inside. That time crept a little too close, didn't hit him. But Riles ahead 2-1. 2 hit by pitches in this game from Jan, both against Chris Fuentes, who has thrived off of that so far early in the season. Big cut and a miss from Riles, count even 2-2. He was trying to one-up Will Bryan after that home run he had on Monday. Easily cleared the big wall in left field. Two-two pitch. That one low, trickles away from the catcher. Nobody will advance. Count full now, 3-2 here against Jackson Riles. Reed Houston on deck. See if Jan elects to try and pitch away from Riles to see if he'll chase on this 3-2. Payoff. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Jan gets Riles out in front of a good breaking ball for the first out of the bottom of the second inning.
Third baseman, number 20,
So now Reed Houston up. Reached on an error from the second baseman, Ussery, his first time up. Runner still on second and third here. Ball misses on the first pitch to Houston. Attempted frame job from TJ Mays. Doesn't get the appeal of the umpire. Fuentes on third, Henry Beck on second after his double. Ball hit into center field, dropping quickly, and that'll be down for a hit. Runners held up, but now Fuentes will come around to score. Back to third, another single here for the Eagles, this time courtesy of Reed Houston. It is now 6-0 Eagles. ball was up just long enough that Henry Back wasn't able to advance far enough to score from second, but he'll settle tagging third on the RBI single from Houston as Will Bryant will come up to bat. Hit into a double play his first time up back in the first inning. We'll try and rectify that here in the second with a chance to make the lead even larger than it already is at 6-0. Jan looking for a double play here. Middle infielders crowding close to second base. Bryant destroys a baseball deep to left field off the wall. That's going to be extra bases as Bryant scoots over to second. He'll be in there plenty of time. That ball was scalded from Bryant. Another run comes across here for the Eagles. It is now 7-0. Will Bryant hit that ball so hard it didn't give Houston enough time to try and round third.
Number 8, Tyler Bayon for catcher number 26, Will Bryant.
Will Bryant being pitch ran for here. Tyler Bayon in now. Patrick Fowler here had a single his first time up. 7-0 our score. Vaillant in for Bryant, the catcher. That ball is crushed to left. If it's fair, it's gone, and it's gone! Patrick Fowler looks to his buddy Will Bryant, the catcher, and says, I can do you one better. A home run from Pat Fowler here to put this game out of reach here. St. Thomas up. 10-0 our score. Oh, man. Fowler got every single stitch of that baseball, and he knew it. Three-run home run from Patrick Fowler makes our score 10-0 Eagles against Northland Christian. Here in the bottom of the second, still only one out. Five in the bottom of the first, now 5 in the bottom of the second. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change here on the mound. We'll take a break with them and come back with the Eagles up big here on the Legacy Sports Network in the first game of the Father Wilson tournament. Eagles up 10-0 when we come back.
Forming, rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
You've got tickets to the game, but something comes up. Maybe the boss sends you on the road, the kids have practice, or you just can't make the drive. That's where Quick Assist steps in. With one tap, your seats hit every major ticket marketplace at once. No more juggling apps, no more wasted time. Quick Assist, it takes the hassle out of resale and puts cash in your pocket. Pro or college sports, it's all covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on the LSN website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Welcome back here. Keegan Cardona sees the first pitch and hits it into right field for a base hit against Mason Yan, who remains in the game. I thought they were going to have a pitching change. They had an outfielder come in and take off his compression sleeve. Evidently, it was just a pep talk for Mason Yan, who gives up another hit here. Cardona 2 for 2. Now first pitch here to Travis Rutsch. A little low, 1-0 the count. 10-0 here our score. St. Thomas up. That ball hits sky high into the infield. Who wants it? It's going to be the shortstop who makes the play, Castro. Second out here. Now 2 out, 1 on. Lineup flips over here for Jay Marcantel.
Number 2, Jay Marcantel.
Already third AB of the game here, and we're still in the second inning here for Marcantel. Swing and a miss. Out in front of that one a little bit was Marcantel. Jay is technically 0 for 2 on the day. He reached on an E5 and then popped out to end the bottom of the first inning. Does have a run scored, though, as he came across home plate after his first AB when he reached. Next pitch from Jan outside, 1-1. The low pitch on the outside part of the plate against the righty, 2-1. Marcantel being patient. Already surpassed the run total from the game last year. That one was a 9-0 mercy rule. Already 10-0 here for the Eagles. Not even through the second inning yet. 3-1. Another ball misses. After that big swing, Marcantel has been a lot more patient in the pitches since. Jan has tried to get him to chase outside in the other batter's box. Pitch misses outside. Walk issued here to Jay Marcantel. Second time he's reached.
Shortstop number 3, Chris Fuentes.
Chris Fuentes up again. He's been hit by 2 pitches in this game. Another pop fly high in the infield. Jan coming to get it. It'll be Mays, the catcher, who makes the play for the final out. Another 5 spot here in the game. Our score now 10-0 Eagles as we head to the top of the third. Coach Mazziotti's squad running away with this game right now. See if they keep Dom Pizzatola here in the game when we come back on the Legacy Sports Network.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back here, Father Wilson Field. New pitcher in the game, it'll be Dominic Davia coming in place of Dom Pizzatola, who goes 2 strong, gives up 2 hits, no runs. Very good outing from the young man. Only 1 walk allowed as well. You know, that's something that Coach Mazziotti always tries to preach to his young pitchers. See how much longer this game goes on, especially if St. Thomas continues to score at the rate they're going at.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for yours, St. Thomas Eagles, number 10, Dom Davila.
A.R. Lopez, the new catcher, coming in. Will Bryant was substituted for Tyler Veillon as a pinch runner.
Leading off the top of the third inning, second baseman, number 17, L. Ussery.
Landon Ussery, Jordan Thomas, and Jackson Leard, the three coming up here for the Cougars. Still without a run on the board. Facing a new pitcher, first pitch inside, courtesy of Dom Davia. So we've gone from Dom Pizzatola to Dom Davia. Getting a double dose of Dom here in this Thursday game. Pitch low, 2-0. Ball hit high in the air in the left field, drifting foul, giving chase, and that ball squirts out the glove of Riles in the left. Made a nice try for a slide in the attempt, but wasn't able to come up with it. So it's 2-1 now. Ussery will walk back to the batter's box. Been really good offensive production from the Eagles in their last few games. 7 scored in that win against Clearbrook. Been doing really well offensively in terms of balance. You heard Coach Mazziotti really preach depth on his squad. 2-1 way outside. Good snag out there. 3-1 the count now. Scored 12 in that earlier game against Northland Christian. Eight versus Fort Bend Christian Academy. Swing and a miss. Count goes full here. Davia looking to get a strikeout here, potentially, for the first out of the top of the third. Payoff pitch. Grounded foul, pull side for the righty. We'll do it again. Still pretty cloudy out here at Father Wilson Field, and as you can probably tell, if you live down here in Houston, it's gotten a lot hotter. We might have gotten to our first fabled fake spring. Forecast does say it's going to get a little colder potentially next week. We'll see if that actually comes to pass. 3-2, another payoff. Grounded foul again. Ussery really battling here in this AB. Making Davia work. Davia, one of a plethora of right-hand options. We already obviously know about Braden Comstock. Hunter Sage, another option as well for Coach Mazziotti. Another payoff here. Swing and a miss. Davia picks up his first out via the K. Gets Ussery swinging in his first AB. One away here. Jordan Thomas will come back to flip the lineup over.
Center fielder number 12,
Luke Orr,
Jay Thomas.
pitcher used last night, or on Monday night, excuse me. Patrick Daly, another option. Coach Mazziotti spoiled for options. All the ones that showed up on Monday didn't give up a run. First pitch right back to the pitcher Davia, who will underhand it to his first baseman Beck to get Jordan Thomas out after the first pitch. That's 2 first pitches that Jordan Thomas has seen and has been subsequently retired on.
Left fielder number 2, Jay Leard.
Jackson Leard was the first strikeout victim of the game for the Cougars. Davia looking for a quick shutout inning to get his offense back out there. At the rate they're going, they might put up another 5 spot. That is, if Coach Mazziotti doesn't opt to pinch hit a lot of them, as he did on that game on Monday. First pitch from Davia to Leard. Called a strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. 9 hits so far here for the Eagles. 10 runs. St. Thomas up overwhelmingly against Northland Christian. Our score 10-0 here, top of the third. Swing and a miss. Good breaking pitch from Davia. He's got it all working right now. Looking sharp here in his first and potentially only inning of work. Oh, and 2 outs here. The pitch. Hit into left field, jumping attempt just over the glove of Fuentes out there at short. It'll be Marcantel who picks it up. It's the third hit of the game here for the Cougars. First one here from Leard. And now one of the only players who does have a hit, Chris Castro, coming up to bat. So now 2, 3, 4 each have a hit. Castro, Leard, and Heron, who awaits on deck. Good job from Davia getting out in front of Leard. We'll see if he can do it again. This time the pitch outside. Leard gave a cursory step past first base to see if he was going to take off. He did not. He will retreat back to first. Modest lead over there. Beck keeping close tabs on him, as is Davia. This time they check over him. The ball gets away from Beck. Leard will scamper over to second, get there in plenty of time. Thought about third, he won't go. Beck was able to get to the ball in foul territory in time, and now Leard in scoring position for Castro. It's the first error of the game here for St. Thomas, on a ball that gets away on a check over at first. Davia still has 2 outs, looking to preserve the shutout. Ball dribbled on the infield, and making the grab over there is the third baseman. High throw, jumping to make the catch is Beck, and he's out. Reed Houston sailed the throw a little bit, but was able to make the throw over to Beck. Makes the play. That'll do it here in the top of the third inning. Bottom of the third coming up here on the Legacy Sports Network. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Forming, rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
You've got tickets to the game, but something comes up. Maybe the boss sends you on the road, the kids have practice, or you just can't make the drive. That's where Quick Assist steps in. With one tap, your seats hit every major ticket marketplace at once. No more juggling apps, no more wasted time. Quick Assist, it takes the hassle out of resale and puts cash in your pocket. Pro or college sports, it's all covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on the LSN website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Welcome back to Father Wilson Field, Legacy Sports Network with St. Thomas Eagles baseball. Our score 10-0. Eagles looking for potentially a third straight 5-run bottom half of the inning. Coach Mazziotti out there chatting with the home plate umpire. Might see some more substitutions as this game wears on. We've already seen Will Bryant substituted for.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning, first baseman.
Henry Beck will remain in the game for now. He will be the first batter here for the Eagles. Pitcher steps off the mound. Seen that a few times here. First pitch from Jan high. Or they're going to call that a strike, actually. 0-1. Beck a double. And has reached on an error. Next pitch from Jan outside. 1-1. Cougars really riding Jan right now, trying to see how far it can go. He's already given up 9 hits and 10 runs. A few of those certainly not his fault. And that time Beck hits a ball deep but high and not quite enough as it dies still on the outfield grass. 1 away. Seen a few of these Eagles hitters really trying to pull the baseball. Some have had more success than others. Of course, Patrick Fowler, 3 RBI home run back in the 2nd inning. Now Jackson Riles, the left fielder, will come up to bat. 2 RBI triple in this game already. Struck out in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch to him is away, 1-0. Riles, one of the vets on this team. Gets hit by the pitch, so he'll take first base. Another hit by pitch in this game. The 3rd of the game, and the first Eagle to get hit by a pitch that isn't Chris Fuentes.
Number 17, Trip Marin.
Trip Marin now in the game here for Reed Houston. Marin started that game on Monday at 3rd base. Marin takes for ball 1. Already starting to see some substitutions from Coach Mazziotti. That time Marin chases, fouls it straight back, 1-1. Jackson Riles was part of a 3-Jackson combination. He had Jackson Ambrose and Jackson Landclose alongside with him. Now he is the only Jackson remaining. 3rd pitch of the at-bat outside, 2-1 here against Trip Marin. Two-one outside again in the same spot, 3-1. Game started a little later due to the Woodlands Christian Academy and St. John's game running a little over. That game came down to the wire. Woodlands Christian won that one 2-1. Ball pulled foul. Count goes full. Woodlands Christian pushed across a late run in the bottom of the 6th and then were able to get themselves out of a jam in the top of the 7th to win that game against St. John's. Jan steps off the mound, resets. Ball hit sharply right over the head of Jackson Riles, who had to duck to make sure he wasn't hit by that pitch. Or that ball, rather, excuse me. And it's a single on a hard hit ball from Trip Marin, his first time up. Riles almost hit the stop, drop, and roll. That ball was scalded right at him. He ducked straight down. Thankfully, he is okay. He was able to get to second. Now A.R. Lopez, the new catcher, coming up to bat. First pitch to Lopez outside, 1-1. Patrick Fowler on deck, already has a home run in this game. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. Lopez chases, 1-1. Still only 1 away, 2 on now. Our score 10-0 St. Thomas. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning at Father Wilson Field. First game of the Father Wilson tournament. 2-1 now here. Wind starting to blow a little more. Going from right to left field. 2-1. Dribbled softly on the infield. Stepping on 3rd base will be the 3rd baseman over there, Bio. Gets the force out there. 2 away here. So that's a fielder's choice that allows Lopez to score. Riles will head back to the dugout, and Trip Marin now over to second.
14, Patrick Daly.
It's the wrong Patrick. It's Patrick Fowler. Two outs here. First pitch to Fowler. Jan really trying to find purchase on the outside part of the plate against righties. He's had middling success to this point. Been able to locate a few times, and when he's been able to locate, he's been able to induce some soft contact to his fielders who really haven't done him any favors. Another pitch low, 2-0. Fowler ahead in the count once again. Might be looking to swing here on the 2-0, and he does so. Scalded, and a great catch over there from Bio at third. To end the inning, he had to really reach for that one. Another hard hit ball from Fowler, but just not high enough. And that'll end the inning. First scoreless half frame here for St. Thomas. Still up 10-0 though, as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Back with some more St. Thomas Eagles baseball here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Welcome back. Dom DeVilla out for his second inning of work here for St. Thomas. He'll get Chris Castro, Lucas Herron, and TJ Mays. 3, 4, 5 coming up for Northland Christian. Been a good game if you're the home nine. Up 10-0. Good start to the Father Wilson tournament. Again, 4 games in 3 days. They'll get Lutheran South Academy tomorrow, trying to avenge their one loss they had in the tournament last year, in which they went 3-0. Then they'll get the Mansfield Knights on the early game, 12:30 here at Father Wilson Field. And they'll finish it off with St. John's at 3 p.m. tentative to round out that. We'll have all those here for you on the Legacy Sports Network. Hope you can join us for those.
Number 14, C. Herron.
Excuse me, it's Lucas Herron, TJ Mays, and Mason Yan coming up to bat. First pitch here to Herron is a strike. Herron has a single already in this game. Did not advance any further. Ball high in the air, drifting towards the left foul line, and that time a great diving catch out there. It's the third baseman, Houston, or excuse me, the new third baseman, Trip Marin, coming to make the play. Really had to go out there to go get it. Excellent job there for the first out of the inning.
Catcher, number 24, T. Mace.
Now TJ Mays here. Marin walks a little bit of swagger back to his spot at the third base hot corner. One away here. First pitch high to Mays, 1-0. Another pitch outside. 2-0. Davia been trying to go to chase here from Mays to no avail. Mays showing good patience. Another low pitch, 3-0 here. Strike called, 3-1. Back in this count is Davia. Little over an hour since first pitch, and if you're only just joining us now, you've missed a lot of good baseball for St. Thomas. Currently up 10-0. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Davia. Got him with the fastball. Full count now with one away here, top of the fourth. Quickly approaching Mercy Rule territory. Strike 3 called. Good pitch from Davia. Froze Mays, who smacks the bat against the ground in air. Fastball froze him for the second out of the inning. Boy, the two Doms really showing their stuff. Pizzatola got the start, went too strong, and now Davia shutting stuff down right now in his second inning of work. Now Mason Yan up to bat. Pitch high. Another pitch outside, 2-0. Infielders playing back here against Jan. 2-0. Generous strike called there for Davia. Gets back in the count 2-1, 2 away. Only 3 hits given up to the Cougars so far in this game as we approach 4 innings played on offense for Northland Christian. 2-1. Swing and a miss. He is really feeding that outside part of the plate and getting good results is Davia. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. See if he goes there again. Maybe sees if he can't get something breaking by him. Thus far, Jan has been late on these fastballs. 2-2. Hits it in the air, center field, converging our 3 players. Waving everybody off is Mark Cantel, who makes the play for the final out of the inning. Our score 10-0. St. Thomas up. We might not be long for this game. Be right back here on the Legacy Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. Perhaps more runs to be scored in this contest when we return.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Welcome back. My mistake. They have called the game. That is the Mercy Rule after 4.5. Eagles up by more than 10. So the St. Thomas Eagles win this game 10-0. Get a nice little backflip out there from St. Thomas. Braxton Mandela showing off there. A dominant outing and a dominant win for the Eagles, starting off their Father Wilson tournament strong. After only a little more than an hour of baseball played, they win this one going away. Their final tally, 10 runs on 10 hits, only one error committed. The big blow, of course, being the home run from Patrick Fowler. He ended up going 2 for 3 on the day with 3 RBI. Perhaps the funniest final from the box score is Chris Fuentes, officially 0 for 2, but 2 runs scored on 2 hit by pitches. Contributions all around. The 2 Doms took center stage on the mound and went 2 shutout. Dom Pizzatola and Dom Davia. Good for the home Eagles to get themselves some rest here as they win this one going away. Second straight year they have mercy ruled the Northland Christian Cougars. Coach Mazziotti chopping it up with the Northland Christian staff after a 1-0 start here in the Father Wilson tournament. Again, we will have the next game they have, Lutheran South Academy. Their second game of the 4 they will play in this tournament. Really encouraging win. Final score 10-0 here on the Legacy Sports Network. Again, we'll have the following games of the tournament for you. Here we have a 4 o'clock start tomorrow. And then the 2 games we'll have for you on Saturday. First one, officially first pitch, is 12:30 against Mansfield, the Knights, and then at 3 o'clock p.m. it'll be St. Thomas and St. John's. 2 really good teams going at each other in that game. That's going to be a lot of fun to have. Jeff Kemps will have that one for you. Paul Daly will have the early one on Saturday. Excited to welcome those guys into the booth. Paul Daly, of course, big time St. Thomas fan. He's going to be thrilled to be back in here calling Eagles games. And I'm sure everybody's going to be excited to have him back as well. That's going to do it here for us at Father Wilson Field. A treat for the home 9. The St. Thomas Eagles win this one 10-0, mercy ruling the Northland Christian Cougars after 4.5 innings played. Andrew Carter here on the call. Glad you could be here with us for this resounding Eagles victory. We'll have the next game against Lutheran South Academy for you tomorrow. First pitch 4 p.m. Our coverage will start at 3:45 p.m. Central. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, Eagle Fight never dies.